Welcome to this recording where you're going to listen to insightful moments recorded during live coaching sessions with my clients who come from diverse professional backgrounds. And if you like what you hear today, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And remember to hit the subscribe button now and ensure that you never miss any other episode. Thank you. So what percentage of my speaking is voice tone? Let's put it this way. There is no speaking without a voice tone. Most of us are unconscious about our voice tone, right? We just don't even know what we sound like. You can go on years and years and years communicating, not even caring about it, really. At the end of the day, most people are not interested in their voice tone until they want to become professional speakers or what they're saying is going to really, really matter. And until you start to treat it more professionally. Or you might be auditory sensitive. So in other words, you really can hear your voice inside your head and you don't like the sound of it. And you're sensitive to sound, right? So that can be just a natural ability. Some people are more auditory than others. Some people are more visual. Some people are more kinesthetic. So voice tone is like colour to speech. And in fact, it's frequencies. And different frequencies for different words, for different messages. Intentionally moving your voice around. The tone isn't just the frequency, there are other aspects about it, but frequency of your voice is important because it creates music. It's entertaining, it's interesting, it creates memory for others because they can feel what you say more than just hear it. They can sense, and it's just more creative. So you can get a really piece of boring text and make it move and dance with frequency and pitch. Like I can go really, really high or I can go really, really low. So how would I do that for me is I would recommend connecting to the meaning of what you say. Really feel the meaning of what you say, even if it is just you're delivering data and statistics and research, but connect to the meaning of it and then speak. Now, it can be personal when you start to do that because that's going to be your perception. You're going to emphasize certain words that are more important than others, and then people are going to read into that. And sometimes in some firms and in some type of industries, like the law, you've got to be very careful about that. Or if a doctor's giving a diagnosis, you've got to be very careful about that because then you're going to personalize it. This is really, really important. And that may be good, may be useful, and sometimes it's not useful. So you've got to be aware of how much you're personalizing what you say. However, it can also be influential. Unconsciously, people tune into the modality of what you're saying by how you stress words out, where you pause, where you drop your voice. There's a famous, I am James Bond. You drop the voice. Well, no, we need to stop doing that. And, by the way, we can start doing what we talked about last week. When are we starting? I thought we were going to have this done by today. So I'm afraid I'm quite disappointed. So I'm using my inflections, intonation, and my purpose, my own meaning in that. I'm connecting to the words, to the meaning, to the outcome. I'm influencing, maybe sometimes even manipulating. So we have to be very careful. Be aware of that. Our parents did that to us, didn't they? They looked at us, they point the finger, they looked with their eyes, and they used their voice to make sure you never forget it again. And then we come into corporate, work, and we become stoic and very careful, and everything is calculated, and we lose our humanity. We use our naturalness in communication. So again, with awareness and understanding, by recording yourself, listening to some videos, noticing, deliberately moving your voice around, and that is tone. So how is it important? I think it's happening anyway, and I think you can really accentuate it and be more aware of it and use it on purpose, and to communicate an effective message that's memorable, that people can feel, people can enjoy also. There's this, like, you're creating an energy zone where you're drawing people in with your expression, just like actors and singers do. Right? So it's non-verbal information, and 93% of our communication is non-verbal. So people are reading between the lines, in the spaces, in the pauses. They're reading in that, how that information feels to them. And it can be absolutely boring, and it can also be monotonous and repetitive, simply because that voice doesn't move. It's like speaking like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you go up the stairs and down the stairs. Moving around, it's just going to be even healthier for your voice, by the way, and healthier for others. When you are using voice tonality and you're modulating your voice, your body moves with it automatically. Your eyes move, your hands move, your face moves. That's if you're allowing the movement. But if you're frozen and you're tight and you're being careful, your voice will also be tight and it won't modulate. So it's automatic that as you're moving your voice and you're dancing with your voice as such, you're allowing it to fluctuate and move, so does your body and so does your face. And so you become more alive, you're more active, you look like you're contributing more, you're more effective. You can be over the top, by the way. You can be over the top for certain environments and certain cultures. So we have to be really mindful of that. Where we're speaking, who we're speaking to. Let's not make everything a one pattern, not one pattern. We need to be aware of what we're using, where, and who we're speaking to. What's the age group of the people, who's the audience here? But it's normal that there's some body movement and facial expressions with the voice tone. If I say, no, stop, you can see my eyes, my face drops. But if I go, hey, you know what, I didn't know that. Look, my eyebrows go up, my eyes go up, my cheeks go up. So it's normal because I'm all connected. My body is moving. My body language is connected to my voice tone. It's the same thing, really. Thank you for listening to this recording. I hope it has helped you. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time.